The Unwanted Undead Adventurer episode 12. And we finally got to see it. The thing we all have been waiting for since the first episode. It finally happened in this episode. And of course it was going to happen because this is the last episode after all. So of course it was going to happen in this episode. But yeah, we finally got to see it. And it was actually very exciting. Very, I guess you can say worthwhile that way. Because again, it was actually very hype. It was actually very good. We actually saw him transform. And I had several questions for him when he was about to transform. One of them was if he was going to become a human again. The other one was what type of monster was he going to become. And the third one was if he was going to survive, the transformation. Of course, the third one, I always knew that he was going to survive because it would have been really anticlimactic for him to die in this episode. So the third one was not really a question, was not really a doubt. It was more of a, I guess I should post it anyways. But the first and second ones were genuine questions. And we actually got a response to both of them. He did actually transform into a vampire. Although there are so many types of vampires that we really don't know what type he is. Maybe he's somewhere in the middle, maybe he's a full-fledged vampire. I mean, he's definitely a weird type of vampire because he has some sort of wings and he can manipulate those wings. So yeah, he's a vampire, but what type he is another question. And of course he didn't transform into a human, and I would suppose he's now way stronger than he was before. I don't know how much this transformation boosts him, but I would assume a lot. And we also learn about his backstory. I know it took until the 12th episode, the last episode, for us to learn about that, but we finally also learned it in this episode, and it was actually more tragic than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I knew that it was probably going to be something very sad, but I actually didn't expect it to be this sad. So yeah, that surprised me a little bit. And yeah, basically to sum up his backstory, his parents died, his childhood friend died, and yeah, it was very bad actually. And he's still hunting for the monster that killed his parents and his friends. So yeah, there's ever a second season, which I don't know if there's going to be, that is definitely going to be one of the main, I guess you can say, points or the main focus of him in that season. And also him going to his master, or whatever you want to call him, which is the rank mithril adventurer, which was basically the guy that motivated him to become also an adventurer. Of course, his friend also played a big part in that. I just remember something. When he was transforming, he was actually about to become a monster, a mindless monster, but because he put himself together, he was able to, I guess you can say, get over it. He was able to come to his senses and basically not get himself transformed into a mindless monster. So yeah, there was actually a risk of him becoming, a mindless monster. It was not like he was going to survive it very easily. It actually took some effort for him to transform into a vampire. At the very least, he was not going to die. But I guess you can also say that being a monster or a mindless monster is the same thing as being, dead, at least according to other people. And now talking a little bit more about the anime in general, the anime was actually very good. The anime was actually very, fun to watch. It was definitely one of those animes that I don't regret watching it or, reviewing it. It was actually very good. It was actually very exciting. It was actually, a fun pastime. Each time that it was time to watch the anime, I never, saw it as a drag or anything like that. I don't know how popular this anime is with other people, with the anime community, but I would suppose that it was not received badly, that it was not criticized too much, because in reality, it didn't actually do anything bad. It didn't actually do something, that was disappointing. No, it was nothing like that. So I would say that in general, this anime was well received. Of course, it was not necessarily anything spectacular, but at the same time, it was by no way disappointing, by no way bad. So yeah, I would say this anime lies somewhere in the middle in terms of how well it was received in the community. So I don't know if I'm right or wrong in this, but at least that is how I think it was received. So yeah. By the way, I don't know if you watched the anime until the end, but after the ending song, there was actually another scene. I know you all probably did watch it, but I'm saying this for people like me. Yeah, if you did that, I mean, there was another scene after that. So yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this before in the review, and if I did, sorry, but I don't know if there's actually going to be a second season. I don't know if that is something that is planned. The reason why I'm saying all of this is because I am only an anime watcher. What I mean by this is I don't know if there's actually more story after this. I haven't read the source material, so I don't know if there's more. But if there's a second season, I mean, I will probably be reviewing it. Although I don't promise anything because I don't know how long it will take to air if there is a second season. Yeah, that was my opinion of the anime. Again, a really fun and exciting anime. I hope I didn't repeat myself a lot in this review, although I probably did. But yeah, I don't know what you all thought of the episode or the anime. Maybe it was good, maybe it was bad. I don't know how you perceive the anime as, but I think I made myself pretty clear of how I saw the anime. anime. So yeah, that was basically the anime and the episode, and I hope you enjoyed the anime review.